So hello everyone and welcome back to another show of ours, which is from Lucknow Public Schools and Colleges, and the name of the show is Pulling the Strings. And the very first guest of ours today is the Chief Inspectress herself of Lucknow Public Schools and Colleges, Mrs. Suchitra Chakravarty. Ma'am, thank you so much for being here tonight.
I would also like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you my feelings, my thoughts regarding Lucknow Public Schools, because I have been associated with the school for 34 years of my life.
Absolutely, ma'am.
So that means a lot. And thank you once again for giving me this privilege.
It's our pleasure, ma'am. It's our pleasure. And ma'am, today we are going to discuss, on a lighter note, about some different things about your experiences.
Definitely.
I mean, in short, your journey as a teacher, as a chief inspectress,
Right.
as an educationist,
Thank you.
and to an extent, your personal life as well.
Okay.
Because I'm sure a lot of us, like the teachers, the students, they want to hear about the backdrop, the success story. So, I'll just start off with the questions. So.
Yeah, sure.
So, ma'am, my very first question to you is the making of Mrs. Suchitra Chakravarty. Like, did you always dream of becoming a teacher, or rather, I would say, an educationist? So, please.
To share the truth with you, I never thought of becoming a teacher.
Okay.
It's a profession that I have entered into by chance rather than by choice, because after my post-graduation, I was keen to join a bank, and I gave some exams also for the banks.
Okay.
But God had destined for me to be a teacher, and I became a teacher, but I have no regrets.
Okay.
And for this, I would like to thank Almighty, because He has chosen this direction for me and has brought me to such a beautiful school, such a wonderful school like LPS, way back on 6th January 1986.
86.
Many of you were not born also at that time.
I was not born for sure.
But when I entered into that building at Anand Nagar branch, I still remember the first day when I came, I met the staff and all. I had some inhibitions, whether I will be able to adjust over here and all, because at the back of my mind, I didn't want to come into this teaching profession. I didn't know that I had this potentiality of teaching. But second day, we had gone on a picnic. I remember still. And
the first day you joined, and second day
we went on a picnic. That was 7th of January.
That's a nice induction policy.
Yes. So it was a coincidence.
Okay.
And I was though I had done my post-graduation from Lucknow University, but I was very immature, mentally very immature.
Okay.
So I thought, why this school is wonderful, where there's so much of entertainment.
Love,
Yes, affection and love I've got. There was a warmth in the teacher fraternity. The students, we were less in number, but students also.
From how many number, if you could please tell? Like initially when you just said?
Initially we were about, I may be wrong. I mean, I don't know the exact number.
Yeah.
But we were not, because there was only one building, and around 25, 30 or so, I may be wrong. But still, it was fun. And I'm highly grateful to my Honorable Manager, sir, because the faith that he had in me, that English department was given to me, I had to take care of it. And gradually, can you imagine, from class 2 to 12th, I went on teaching. Initially, it started with class 2, then 6th, then 5th, 8th, reached class 12. As the school got affiliated to 10th, I'm fortunate that I was given that opportunity to teach class 10th.
Wow.
When intermediate UP board came, again sir gave me that opportunity. ISC again. So I'm highly, highly grateful to him. I'd have no words to express my gratitude to him. The faith, whatever work he gave me,
Right.
I used to think that is my passion. And I used to try I still do it. Not I used to, I still do it with utmost faith. And he has always appreciated my work.
Wow.
And second person who I would name to is Asha ma'am. She is the one who gave me the opportunity to write. I used to write when I was in school way back in Lamatnia and in the magazine. But again, that faith comes in. I mean to say that if you have a faith in a person, in a child, miracles can take place. You have to trust that child. You have to trust that person, that individual.
Wow.
And she was the one, she said no. Many times I told her I won't be able to write. She said no, you will write. And she appreciated my work. So I'm thankful to her also for everything. Then the team that we were, it was a close-knit family. In a very close, like a close-knit family we have now. So LPS at that time was a close-knit family. So we used to connect with each other. That connectivity, that bond was there. And that has helped us to, you can say we matured ourselves also, and school also.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, I cannot really say that.
Our aim was that we have to work for the school. And for ours, we used to work for the school. And we used to enjoy it. We never blamed anybody. We never cribbed that so much of work is there, so much of work. We did everything smiling, laughing, and we enjoyed it. And there's a person, you know, Meena Tiwari ma'am, she used to keep us in humor.
Right.
So that tiredness, exhaustion used to vanish till resources were less, as I was sharing with you just now. But still we managed. And I think that still is going on.
Yeah.
Bonding is very much required. You have to bond with the school. And that we did. And that has worked miracles in my life.
And that's what resulted in the making.
In making LPS.
Okay.
So no regrets of not being a banker.
Right.
I have fully satisfied with my job as a teacher. Because there I'm able to talk to the children, give whatever my teachers have given me, pass it on to others. And I have enjoyed the love of the students.
Well, ma'am, I'm sure, like, you know, even if you did not become a banker, I'm sure now you have produced many more bankers after that, right?
That is in many people.
Many students
and,
who have passed out from
yes,
the
I feel that when you meet those students, whenever you meet them, see, bank balance is not something, I tell my teachers also. Okay. Salary, bank balance, the love that you gain from your students, the love that you gain from your teachers, as an inspector, the kind of warmth that wherever I go and the greetings that I get, the love that I get, the concern that I get from my teachers, from my students, I think that is 1,000 times more than bank money. And because when I feel this is the time that when I have to leave this world, at least when those children, they'll talk about me, they'll speak with a respectful word for me. That is something that will count. That counts to me much.
Ma'am, I can totally feel your energy for that.
I do.
I mean, that is not just inspiring, but you know, that's total, you know, the positive energy. Like, you know,
yes, that I keep it in my mind.
Yeah.
Whenever
that keeps you going.
Yes,
right?
that has kept me going in spite of my illness, but it has kept me going.
Right.
When I see the children, when they meet me, whichever branch I go, I've been fortunate in that case, that whichever branch I go, whenever they meet me in the stairs, in the corridor, their vibrant greeting just boosts up my energy.
And that's inspiration.
Yes, I take that inspiration from them.
Yeah.
Unknowingly, they are giving me that inspiration. Though they may be small kids, they may be class 12 students. I enjoy being with class 12 mainly.
Of course.
Because connectivity with them is, I feel at ease, I would rather say. Because I've taught class 12, I've been with 10th and 12th. And I can click with them, gel with them very much. So I enjoy their company.
That's really important.
I enjoy their company. I always say that I enjoy children's company rather than adults' company.
Wow. So children, whoever is going to watch this now, so you have a very nice teacher who loves you all. All right. And fortunately, I've been ma'am's student, so I know how well we get along. So that's a great thing.
I'm honored. I really feel honored to have taught you also.
Thank you, sir.
And seeing you so well, successful, and others also globally settled. You also, Neha ma'am also.
Thank you.
So I feel that pride, that fills me with pride.
Indeed.
Yes, I told you, no? Money is not everything.
Right.
It is that inner satisfaction, that contentment. That is what
the fulfillment that comes after that.
That I have achieved my goal in life.
That's so beautiful, ma'am. I must say that.
And you won't believe, even when I just click a picture and send it in a dirty handwriting. I've given my managers also in dirty. Now we get it typed and all. Previously it all used to be in a dirty scratch, but they
that means
they used to read it. They used to read it. Can you imagine? They used to read it. I used to feel so happy.
So I mean, the students should be happy that teachers also have dirty handwriting, right?
Yes, when teachers do have dirty handwriting, but they have found it okay,
right,
and given a word of appreciation also. Not only okay, it is the credit goes to them, really.
And that's wonderful, ma'am.
Yes.
And so
no regrets.
Of course, ma'am.
Of not being a teacher. Of being a teacher, no regrets.
Only love and inspiration.
Oh, love and inspiration.
That's wonderful, ma'am. So, ma'am, like we're talking about students, we talked about your journey, how you started. So, if you could just tell us as to the real, although we got the answer, we know. I mean, you've given all my answers, all my questions.
I think if I have to speak hours, I can keep on speaking for this.
Right. But if I ask you about being dedicated to one institution for so long, I mean, there are people who want progress in their lives. They happen to change lanes quite frequently also. And often it is about something to achieve, become better, become more financially sound. I mean, what was your mantra as to just stick to this? Yeah, stay back and moving forward.
Let me share with you that 1986 to 2003, that is 17 years, I was here. Then I left. I went for 1 year to St. Mary's. But I was there, St. Mary's RDSO, that is no doubt a good school also. But I could feel the strings in my heart calling me back to LPS.
Wow.
That connectivity, like a child when he's born, the umbilical cord connects the mother with the child. So I could feel that because my friends were here. My 17 years of my life I had given over here. So initially I like a loner. I used to roam in that school, though it's a huge campus. I couldn't adjust myself over there. I used to teach there also. I would say that they cooperated with me, and I was the best. Sections were given to me of 10th and 12th and 9th also. But somewhere in my heart, in my mind, LPS was
pumping.
LPS was dominating.
Calling you back.
Dominating.
Right.
And again, I'll take Manager Sir's name. Okay. He was constantly saying that, no, you will have to come back.
Wow.
You will come back. It is his faith and his admiration or recognition for my work. Right. Because no management does. But here I got that. And I got that from Honorable Manager Sir.
That is so good.
And so when I still remember, it was somewhere in 2004 March, he gave me a call and he said interviews were going on, and he said, you're coming back for the interview, you're going to attend the interview, and you just give your resignation there. And his word is law for me. His word is law for me. So I shared it with my husband what to do, because I was in a dilemma. A commitment was there to that school also. I spoke to them, but they said that when your management wants you back. Your sir wants you back. You do what your heart is saying. You follow your heart. Heart wanted to come back.
Absolutely.
So I followed my heart's call.
That's such an amazing.
And
oh, wow.
And I came back.
That's what, I mean, that was your calling, right?
Yes.
And
I followed my heart's call.
So I want to define it in a more, a little more as to how what was your ultimate and the amazing experience that you can tell us. You can share us. Like
amazing experience.
Any one experience.
Every day it has been I've learned.
Yes.
And I told you.
If you could define any incident or anything.
Any incident like I told you just now, Honorable Manager Sir had trust. Like I remember still when I was class 10th, 12th. 11th started, 11th UP board, and we were at, Aruna ma'am and myself were at A block. That time Mata ma'am was the principal and Asha ma'am was at Anand Nagar.
Okay.
And we were very much attached to her. And let me share some emotional, but people might think that I'm foolish, but I'm very emotional. And she was there in Anand Nagar. So Aruna ma'am used to teach in A block and then she used to go to Anand Nagar. So I was so foolish, I used to go till the gate to see her off. Why? Because she's going to Anand Nagar to Asha ma'am. So you can see the nowadays children might think this is a foolishness.
Okay.
But what is there? She's going to Anand Nagar, what are you getting? But I used to feel that connectivity with Asha ma'am, with Anand Nagar staff. Right? When UP board started 11th, I remember still, I went to Sir and I said, Sir, I can't teach 11th UP board. Please let me stay in my comfort zone of class 10. He was standing in the field with Mata ma'am. He said, no, you are going to teach. It was smilingly, he said. I said, I came back, sat in the room. Then again I went because I was not getting that kind of confidence. And maybe I didn't want to leave my comfort zone also. Then again I went. I think I went 3 times. And the third time was a very stern answer. And you know when Sir gets angry.
Yeah.
So stern answer, and he just looked at me and he said, nobody else is going to teach except you. Mm-hmm. So I said, now no chances of going back to Anand Nagar. I have to stay at the block on it.
Right.
So I stayed and I taught the UP board children. And I got the thing. And children cooperated with me a lot. My Hindi wasn't very strong. I used to face a problem, especially when doing translation. But they helped me a lot. Those children are now well settled in their jobs. Mm-hmm. And they must be fathers and mothers also. But I'm highly grateful to them. And that phase, they used to tell me, ma'am, this is there. This is thi, this is tha. You get confused, na? We'll help you.
Wow.
So you can imagine that kind of rapport that I shared with my students. I'm becoming very emotional and overwhelming, but they never made fun of me. Never. I'll stay. They always cooperated. Otherwise, they used to keep quiet. Even if I used to be wrong, they used to keep quiet. Because they knew that this is the thing. And I remember that incident. One day I told the children, I said, see children, as far as this thi tha is concerned, I go wrong. Because I've never been taught translation. I've come from a convent background. I'm learning. I've learned over here. So they told me that, ma'am, you teach English so well. We see to your learning part, your teaching part. We ignore all these things. We know where to manage. We'll do it. You just take care of the teaching part. You want teaching without any hesitation. So you can imagine that we often underestimate children. We often make that mistake as teachers. But if we share our problem with them, you'll get the solution from there on.
Wow.
It's a give and take. In the class, I believe it's a give and take. We learn a lot from children. I have learned from my students and I still learn. I do.
And that's a very inspiring thing and a brave thing to say that, teachers also learn from their children.
Yes, anyone.
Absolutely. I'm sure,
Especially
ma'am. And this is such a great insight that we are getting. That being a learner, a lifelong learner, I would say.
A lifelong learner, absolutely.
So, ma'am, you just told us that you used to laugh also. The entire team used to have a lot of fun. So, ma'am, we would also like to know that if you would share with us any funny
incident.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a gentleman who's no more, Mr. Rathore was there. He was also, a nice gentleman. He was a maths teacher and later on became a maths inspector also. But unfortunately, he had a very, he left us very early.
Okay.
So he was also a source of, never used to take any, we used to make crack jokes on him. But that gentleman never took it to his heart. And the funniest incident, let me share with you, it's been years back. I had joined I had just joined, I think 1 year had passed and all. And since I had come from the Martiniya Convent School, we were taught Hindi dictation was known as Imla. I never knew that it was Shruti Lake. And that time principal was Asha ma'am again. So I was given the responsibility of conducting a dictation. Now I know it is dictation. Shruti Lake in class 2. Now I thought Shruti Lake is writing because we were told that Sulek is writing and Imla is your dictation. So I wrote the whole dictation passage on the blackboard. In the meantime, one teacher passed by, the Hindi teacher, she passed by and she saw I had written Shruti Lake and I had written the whole passage on the blackboard, which was supposed to have been dictated because it was a Hindi dictation exam.
Right.
She didn't point it out. See, she didn't look at her humility, and I would say rather her could point it out there and there. But what have you written? She went down quietly and spoke to Asha ma'am. The whole period children wrote that passage. They thought it's writing. They wrote it. I was called to ma'am's office and I saw everybody laughing away.
Okay.
I said, what have I done that they are laughing at, looking at me and laughing? Then ma'am asked me, Mrs. Chakravarty, what is Shruti Lake? I said, it's writing exams. So I wrote the whole passage on the blackboard.
Okay.
She said, she only told me, Shruti means to listen and Lake, you listen and you write.
Right.
You
That's
should
the
have read
dictation.
that. That is dictation.
Right.
You should have read the passage and then they would have written. But again, look at her greatness. She never gave me any punishment or spoke rudely to me. They all took it in a laughing way and a re-exam was conducted.
Wow. That's wonderful.
So look at the administration also, the management.
Right.
They didn't take it that why did she do it?
Right.
They took consideration that since she's come from such a place, she doesn't know the difference. It's not her fault. And again a re-exam was taken. Children were told that a re-exam and another different passage was given to them. Another teacher was deputed. So, but that one lesson, see that one day, one period, so many years, where it was, I think it was somewhere way back, 86, it's somewhere in 88 or 89, and it's still in my mind that Shruti means learning, listening, and Lake. Listen and write.
I'm sure a lot of us didn't know that. Even I didn't know that. Shruti Lake actually means that.
So I've learned it, and this was the funniest incident, which I can never forget.
I think that's more of an inspirational incident as well, because you just told us about how well the administration was to help
very
come up.
Liberal.
Yeah.
I would say very liberal. They didn't, I wasn't punished or something was given. It was very liberal. She took it and she said, never mind, we'll conduct it another day. Children were informed. And another passage was given and another teacher was deputed.
Wow.
To do the work.
That's amazing. Ma'am, you were also mentioning about some gentleman.
Yes, Mr. Rathore.
Yeah. So
He was like, should I say? We used to
play with him.
play with him rather. But he used to understand that we are playing with him.
Yeah.
But still he never took it to heart. He never complained about it. And even manager sir used to join into it. He was also in the group.
Right.
He used to actually provoke us. Come on, go on. He knew, Mr. Rathore knew that who's the ringleader.
Okay.
He knew it.
Right.
We were only the instruments, Meena Tiwari ma'am or something. But we had a hilarious time. I enjoyed the work. Those were the golden period, I could say. Though we were struggling.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a golden. He used to go and complain to Asha ma'am, and she used to call us, and then she used to, in a very, serious tone and all. But she was laughing, but she used to scold us. Come on, why do you all treat him like this? He's not a toy for you all. But we used to really have fun with the gentleman. And now also you'll see whenever all these old teachers, we get together, his topic will definitely crop up. Somewhere or the other it will crop up. And for no rhyme or reason, we start laughing.
I'm sure it was.
And the those memories are still fresh in our mind.
Of course.
Those will never die.
Absolutely.
Will never die.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, you see, while talking to you, it's like although
I've taken you to that
in a new space altogether.
Yes, that was a new space.
Although my experiences are very much different because I'm still a kid, of course.
Of course you are.
I'm still learning.
Of course you are.
But I do have a lot of aspirations. But these experiences, what you're sharing, I'm sure that whoever is going to listen to this is going to understand and learn a lot. Like how much do the human values mean?
Yes, human values mean a lot. They mean a lot. You cannot just rule by, you have to rule the heart.
Indeed.
You should win the hearts of the people first.
Wow.
That is very much necessary. And I think Manager Sir has done that. He's won the hearts of the people. You have to win that. There are other management also. I won't say, I don't know. I have no experience as such a thing. But whatever I've heard from other people, here's why I'm calling that he's a gem of a man. Because he's won the hearts of the people. If you win the hearts of the people, you will be able to rule over them. You will be able to make them work according to you. That is very much required. A teacher also has to win the hearts of the children. There are many successful teachers in our school. There are many good teachers, many. You have an idea about them. They are very good teachers, where children gel very well with them. And those teachers have been successful. Why? Because they know the pulse of the children. They know what their children demand. They know their children. They give, I should say, rather importance to their emotions, to their children's emotions, feelings. This you have to do it to be successful. And this I have done in my service with my teachers, with my inspection members, and with my students as a teacher.
And I'm sure, ma'am, I truly believe when you start understanding humans or understanding your people, you by default take those leadership positions by yourself.
Yes.
I mean, these positions are not actually given.
No.
You actually earn them, right?
You have to earn them. You earn them. Automatically, they will. You'll get their appreciation. Right. And they will start admiring you. They will start listening to you. Main is listening to you, following you, your instructions or whatever you tell them. Maybe sometimes when I'm with the inspections, even if they have a problem, they share it with me. So I have to give a thought to their problems. I cannot just say, no, this has to be done. No. Okay, you do it. Do it your way. And they do it.
Right.
They do it. They say, ma'am, you have to give importance to their opinion also. If I think that whatever I am saying is correct, then I'm wrong. Because no man is perfect.
Of course.
No man is perfect. You have to take a second opinion.
Perfection is just an illusion, right?
Yes. You have to take a second opinion, you have to take a third opinion, and then you come to the conclusion that yes, whatever we have been doing, what I'm going to do, is it correct or not?
Sure, ma'am. Wow, I think I'm like asking, like, because now we are moving to a different zone of understanding as to how this thing is going. Well, this is my own question.
Yes.
Because I am really inspired by very visionary person like, and the first example is of course our manager,
right.
Dr. S.P. Singh.
Yeah.
I truly believe that each and every person who has been associated with him from the very beginning, that person, him or herself, have actually become leaders themselves.
That's
once you are leading people, when you have people of around 2,000 people, or each team has different set of people and different mindsets.
Yes.
So my question to you on that is, there are conflicts, there are problems.
There will be. That is normal.
So
that is something.
How have you handled yourself in such situations?
Say, where conflicts is concerned, I won't say that I've not had my ups and downs.
Yeah.
But downs have been there. And again, his name will be cropping up.
Okay.
Again and again, sir's name. He has been like a shield for us. I think for all the leaders, whoever is holding a post, an important post, even the present principals. Yes, you are right that those who have been associated with him from the very beginning, they all have become leaders somewhere or the other. This I would attribute to him, because he has recognized that this quality is in that person. He's not given it like that. He has judged that person. He has tested that person, that yes, that person is, you don't know whether he's testing you enough or he's getting from how he's testing you, you don't know. But definitely being a founder manager, he cannot lay the hand, I cannot, give the handover, sorry, right, that would be the right word, hand over the reins of a department to an inexperienced person. All right. He must be getting some information about that individual, whoever it is. It can be me, it can be anybody, X, Y, Z. And then he thinks that yes, this person is fit to be a leader or not. And downs have been, conflicts have been there, conflicts are still there, they will be there. That is a part of life. You cannot avoid conflicts and expect a rosy path. Thorns will be there. You have to walk over the thorns also. And but yes, a person like him being there, maybe God sent for us.
Yeah.
He's God sent for us. That who has always taken care of his staff.
Wow.
So I think in that case, I'll thank Almighty.
Again, that's wonderful.
Almighty has given us that we have been fortunate. I mean, I'm taking into consideration all the people who was holding important posts and who had previously also. That he was there and he's still there to listen to our problems and solve it.
Of course. And I'm sure like it's more to do about taking responsibility for your people, right?
Yes.
And for your work.
And it is his nature.
Yeah.
It is his, you can say, he's blessed by God with such a nature. He's born with such a nature. I would say that.
Indeed, he is.
He is blessed. He's blessed. Everybody is not. He's blessed with that. Staying cool, calm. And I have seen him getting angry also, but he does not, previous occasion, he does not lose his temper at short issues, the small issues. He gives you a chance to improve. He gives you a chance to improve with a warning. And yes, if you avail that chance and improve yourself, it's good. God even does that.
Sure.
God doesn't punish at one go.
Right.
He gives you one more chance.
Right.
So same thing is with him. And I think the people who have worked with, whether it's Meena Tiwari ma'am, or you can say, I'll talk about the older principals, because the newer, they are also very close to me, whether it's the new principals, they all give me a lot of respect and a lot of, I don't know whether I deserve it or not, but still they give me. And the older ones, like Asha ma'am is there, Ina ma'am is there, and we have learned from whom? And Asha ma'am also is a very, you must have seen, she never loses a temper. She gives a chance. She listens coolly. But
Indeed.
yes,
Indeed.
If it is a very serious issue that needs to be taken up, then of course, it is the requirement of the management,
Right.
principal to punish. If it depends on the situation. Depends on, if it is a serious situation, then of course, that is the demand. It has to be. But otherwise, in a general note, I would say that we've learnt a lot from him.
Right. That's so nice.
At least I have learnt a lot from both these individuals in my life.
That's beautiful, ma'am. And I'm sure, ma'am, like, during this entire journey of yours, I'm sure there's a part of you who's a teacher, but there is a very, fun part of you as well, because I've been, like, you've taught me, and, talking about that, because we spoke about the management, we spoke about the professional life. So, if you would, elaborate
on a fun part,
I would want to know that what are your hidden talents?
My hidden talent,
which nobody knows.
I would like to say, which I don't know myself, because I've never explored it. I think my hidden talent, my students will be able to tell, and my teachers.
It could be anything. It could be
my hidden talent. I don't know it. I've not explored it as much.
Okay.
But yes, I love to be with children and laugh with them. They crack stupid jokes also, and I also deliberately crack stupid jokes to make them laugh. But it's nice, fun.
Right.
And my, I don't know, hidden talent as such, I'll do it. Let me see what my hidden talent is.
Since I've been a student,
you will be able to tell me my hidden talent.
So I know that you are a great cook. So I know that. So although I've become a vegetarian now, but yes, I used to. I'm sure that ma'am is a great cook, because she used to cook really nice fish curries. So ma'am, like, which of the dishes, if you could tell us, whether you cook the most or you like?
There, I would like to say that I'm not a very good cook.
Okay.
That regular cooking, because being a teacher and a working woman, right? I'm not very fond of going into the kitchen and staying there for so many hours. No, to tell you the truth, I don't know my family members, but still I'm forced sometimes.
When you become a teacher, you don't force me.
But yes, I enjoy cooking like non-veg, because being a Bengali, and my family members, they are fond of non-veg only.
So ma'am, are you in touch with any of the alumni like that?
Alumni, I am. I'm with Akhilesh Banerjee.
Okay.
Yes, he wishes me on the Shera and all. I get his thing.
How nice.
And there's one Mr. Praveen Kumar Singh, and it was a coincidence. He gave me a call one day. It was an unknown number. And I was going to disconnect it. I did it. Second time again, before I could do, he said, "Ma'am, I'm your student. Please don't do it." So, yes, then I spoke to me, so I am in touch, but not very much in touch, but yes, I am in touch with them. And let me share one incident with you over here.
Please.
A few years back, I can't remember the year, it was during Holi. Around 4 men, I would rather say they are men now, they turned up at my residence. I was on the terrace and I was called that there are 4 young men waiting to meet you. I said, who can be these 4 young men? So I at first thought they may be some teachers and all, or maybe some, I don't know where they are. When I came down, there were 4, those 4 young men were my students once upon a time. I had taught them in class 10th.
Wow.
And now they all are working. They all are well settled. So of course they gave me their introduction. I couldn't recognize them. One fellow had a beard. And I said, he's Imran. And Atul Tiwari. And I still remember two names I can't remember. Then they gave me the introduction. So it was really nice meeting them. So I asked them, how come you all have come to meet me today and how did this happen? Then they said, we were sitting down at one friend's place, one of their boys' place, which was quite close to my house. And suddenly they started talking about LPS and my name cropped up. So they said, since she stays here only and it's holy, why not let us go and give her a surprise? So that was a wonderful gift for me, which I see today also have not forgotten.
Wow.
It's a few years back, but I've not forgotten them. So this kind of a relationship I have shared with them.
I mean, you are literally transporting me back to all these memories. I think that I'm literally living those memories as of now. And that's really beautiful because I think these are the treasures of the life.
These are treasures. I treasure them. I treasure. They are very precious for me. Very precious. I've even got cards of when we were in Anandnagar. And Teachers' Day, that time children never used to give a gift, a pen or something, and they used to make handmade cards. So I have still treasured them. Those cards are with me. I'm telling you, few cards are still lying with me.
Wow.
So, and those I don't know which part of the world they are, which part of the country they are. I don't know. I'm not in touch with them, the person, but I've got their cards with me.
And they're all priceless.
They are priceless possessions. Because I see, when I see that, I see then that handwriting.
All the nostalgia.
Yes. Teachers' Day, happy Teachers' Day now. Now that person must be a high-profile person, but in that scrawly, crooked handwriting, happy Teachers' Day now. 10th, class 10. So, the boy, the girl comes up in my memory again. So this is something I cherish.
It's wonderful. So ma'am, now just one more question. Although there are a few more, but a very important one.
Yes.
So my question is, like this is quite often asked when you are a student, when you're in school. So the question is, Raju is 3 years old, then his sister. Then tell us, what is Raju's mother's age? Why? Why can't we ask just Raju's mother?
Yes.
So
but let me tell you, no mother would like to, no woman would like to tell her age first of all.
I mean, why is this math problem always given like that?
I think it should be, first of all, I'm not a maths teacher. I've been fortunate that I'm not a maths teacher. Maths has been my weakest subject in school. I managed to scrape through in maths.
Okay.
And once I left school, I left maths forever. So maths and I never agreed.
Okay.
It's been English has been my passion.
Total disagreement.
Yes, total disagreement. English has been my passion and I enjoy English. And I think teachers should need to change this kind of a question. This is my message to the maths teacher.
Thank you so much.
They should not ask such questions.
So students, I'm with you. Yes.
They should not ask such a question.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. So now it's time for the rapid fire questions.
Yes,
I'll just fire questions on you.
Okay.
Okay. And there are a few questions on which I'll be giving you a few options in which you have to select.
Yes.
Start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So my first question to you, ma'am, is what kind of a teacher are you? And your options are nice, strict, crazy, smart, or caring.
I would say rather it's a personal thing. I would go for caring. I am strict. And I think my students will be able to answer me better, those who have passed out, but they call me strict.
Okay.
But caring, I'm no doubt. I care for my students.
Hashtag caring. Okay. So, next question. Which teacher resembles as an actor in LPS?
No, I don't think so. Because actor is something who's putting up an act.
Okay.
And a teacher has to be genuine.
Right.
So I don't think so any teacher resembles an actor.
Okay.
They are all original. They are all teachers. Teachers can never be actors. Otherwise they are not teachers.
Okay.
So I don't think.
Okay, so no one resembles an actor?
No, I don't think so. They all are teachers. They all are smart, graceful ladies, smart men. We are fortunate to have good smart men, though some of them have paunches. But they are smart in there. Their teaching is more, I should say, should be paid attention
Okay.
rather than their looks.
Alright. So hashtag original. That's the answer.
Yeah, original.
Okay. So my next question would be, who would you share your lunch with?
Everybody. I'm ready to share my lunch with everybody, and I'm ready to share anybody's lunch.
Okay.
I'm open.
Oh, okay.
In inspection,
You're a
we are
foodie.
together. I'm a foodie. I love to eat.
Okay.
And in being in inspection, we do eat. Of course, monotony has to be this thing. And I'm a foodie. I like to eat.
So
No inhibition that not sharing my lunch with anybody. I'm ready. My lunch box is open to all.
okay, that's wonderful, ma'am. So the next question is your favorite getaway.
To read books. I love to read books.
Reading books.
And listening to music sometime. And now these days, since lockdown is there, since last year I should say, I told you I've hooked to YouTube. So I sit down and see a movie,
Okay.
a Pakistani serial or something of that sort, something.
Right.
So basically is books. I love to read books. I'm fond of reading books.
Okay. How do you like to spend your holiday? Your options: movie, picnic, home alone, drive, gossiping.
No, not gossiping, because though I love talking, but gossiping, it's got its own juicy enjoyment. Yes, we do gossiping sometimes when we are together. Family members are there, or when we are old teachers are together.
Yeah.
But movie will be better.
Movies. Watching movies. Okay. So, ma'am, next question is, tell us what you are from within in just one word.
I don't know. This is a very difficult question. I don't know. I try to be very genuine. What I am.
Genuine. Genuine. So, genuine.
What I am.
That's beautiful.
I don't like to have a fake personality, a double person, a dual personality.
Yes.
I don't. I would what I am, and I love to be with children. I love to laugh, enjoy company. That is it. I love company.
So the last question, ma'am.
Yes.
Now you have to rate
Ah.
the generations.
Okay.
Alright. So rate the generations 80s in the scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10. 80s. Yes, I joined in 86. I'll give them like 8 because that was my
8.
8. Actually, 1 to 10 you said.
Yeah.
I'll give them 1 because I started my career.
I mean, 10 is the maximum, so
Actually, 10 is the maximum, so I'll go for 10.
10. 80s, we will go for it.
80s to 90s. Next is 90s.
Next is 90s.
90s, I'll come down to somewhere 9.
9. Okay. And the millennials.
Why I'll tell you 10, I'll say because they were the ones, the building blocks of my career.
First.
So I cannot forget those children. That's all in my memory.
So 80s.
80s and 90s children are like 10 and 9. 10, 9.
So 80s are the 10s. Okay.
86 I joined and 90s also. I can't give the same thing to both, I have to give. So I'll give 9. I'll give 1, reduce 1.
Okay.
And the millennium.
Yeah.
Millennium is okay. I won't say, I won't lower them. They are around 8, 7 because I gel well with them.
Okay.
I gel well with them. So around 8. Of course, I'll keep a difference between my 10 and 8. I told you, 10 I will give my personal feelings for them. They may not have been so intelligent, they may not have been so, but they were hardworking. And they were the building blocks, I told you, in my career. I started with them, 80s and 90s. 8 is big. So now it is like, I'll give them 8.
8. Okay.
I won't say they are good, they are good.
Alright.
And I enjoy with them. I love children, so I enjoy with them.
That's wonderful, ma'am. And I think you have rated all of us really well. And
Thank you so much.
And thankfully, I've been among the 90s kids, so I get the 9. Thank you so much. So
You are very special for me. Because you were, I still remember, very special. And in this case, I think it's switched off, or is it still going on?
what's going on?
Still going on. Please, you are special in that thing, in the sense that you were a little boy. I think you were in class 4th.
Yeah.
You were going to this thing that
A boarding school in Masur.
Weinberg.
Weinberg.
Right. So I still remember those days, that some days you never wanted to come home to study and you were forced to come. At that time that movie had come, Koi Mil Gaya.
Okay.
That cycle was there and that was given to you, and you were busy, and I think Sunil was the driver who used to force you to come there. And used to sit with a grumpy face, but still, I don't know, what should I say, that kind of, I used to enjoy seeing that grumpy face, but you used to listen to me. You were a very endearing child. Very endearing. So by the time you finished, you used to do whatever I used to tell you. And I could feel that you wanted to go back to your bike. But still, I enjoyed teaching you, and connectivity was there. It was with Neha ma'am also. And still remember those days. She used to come after swimming from A block and she used to say, "Ma'am, you teach, I'm sleeping." So she used to snooze off and I used to teach. Then with Garima also I've taught her for a few days, but yes, she used to listen. So I'm still teaching. Children do come to my place to study. One boy came, now he's passed, he's from St. Francis. That boy also came from class 4th until class 12th. Can you imagine? At a stretch, 8 years that boy was with me. Now he's doing his engineering from Vellore. So I used to bash him up also at times.
Wow.
He also never wanted to come sometimes like you. So I used to get a glimpse of you in him.
Okay.
So he used to go from Anand Nagar, a longer distance than Bajrang Nagar. So he used to make a face. Maybe his guests have come, his friends have come, and he was to come to my place. But gradually, I was able to wean him on my side, and he became my best friend.
That's amazing.
Yes, and I learned a lot from him about mobile. He used to do all my mobile work. Yes.
Wow.
Gradually, and 8 years at a stretch, that boy was with me.
8 years.
8 years.
Long.
Class 4 to class 8. 12th, sorry.
Wow.
12th. And he passed out with English and getting 94 in English, which he never expected because he never got more than 52 or 60. And I used to tell him, you'll never be able to do anything in life. You sit at home. One day I tore up his copy also. I remember he wrote such a horrible essay. He said, I can't write more than this. I said, okay, then this is my punishment to you. I'm tearing up your copy. Don't come from tomorrow. But next day again he was there. He said, you push me out, but I will be there. So he was there. And this kind of a relationship I shared with him. So
that's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
So in that case, I think in my own way, I've enjoyed. I won't say whether I've been successful as a teacher, that is for others to decide. But I have enjoyed. I enjoy teaching and I like it. I would go hours for teaching. I don't mind.
I think, ma'am, to what I would just like to add to what you just said, that since if you feel that you have, you're happy with what you've achieved, ma'am, that shows that you are successful. So I'm really happy for that. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you have been a part of this institute for so long, and you will always be a strong pillar for all of us and a guiding light.
Guiding light. You have good teachers, and our guiding light, yours, mine, and other people. We should take our managers as the guiding light.
Of course.
Because that personality his persona only shows it. So, I don't know, he's the guiding light.
So, absolutely. I totally agree with that.
And I have been able to do all this both in my personal life and my professional life because I was contented, I was satisfied. I told you I had my share of downs, definitely I had it. And they were very painful, very, very painful. But I got a person like him, I could share it with him. And he, of course, I would say he consoled me, he gave me guidance and helped me, helped me to overcome those situations.
Right.
That is the best. He helped me to overcome those situations, and come out victorious.
And he's still doing that with so many people.
He's doing it.
And he's leading and he's progressing.
Yes, that is the thing, because he gives a silent ear to all problems. He's a person who you can go and share your problems with.
And he'll help you with a solution.
And he comes up with a solution.
With a calm mind.
With a calm mind.
Yeah.
And for that moment, you forget your sorrows, your grievances rather. So that is also a very good quality. All are not able to do it.
It indeed is.
All are not able to do it. So that's why I said he's blessed. God has blessed him with that quality. And we are blessed to have. I think we as a staff, we are blessed. You are as a son blessed to have him. And
Absolutely.
we as a staff are blessed to have him.
Absolutely.
And another person is Ashana, who I often go and share my problems with. And she also listened, she's heard my problems, and she said, do it this way. And forget it. Come on, just get over it and do it. So that also, when a person says this, that come on, let it pass. That also, when you do, for a moment you forget.
Indeed.
And then you say, yes, then now let me pay attention to something more serious. Bygone is bygone, forget. So these are certain things that, and I think these have made my life successful in a way.
I mean, I'm sure all these people helped you find your purpose,
yes,
right?
They helped me to find my goal. They all helped me to, I'm lucky to have these people as my, my mentors,
Wow.
my guide,
Mentors.
my guide, to have helped me to reach do my work, to reach my goal as a teacher. So, and my students. My students are my beloved students. I would use that word. They have been, whether it's in the personal front or in school, I have been able to gel with them. And now also when in online classes, when I enter the class and all, and when they, good morning ma'am, when it comes typing, or when you hear them, it infuses an energy inside you. Infuses something, interest in you to talk to them.
That's wonderful. Man.
So this is what is Mrs. Suchitra Chakravarty.
So, ma'am, with this, we come to the end of this talk today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ma'am, since this is the end, I would want you to share one quote for your beloved children and the upcoming students.
Let's see, a quote that the motto of our school, Jnanat Labte Sarna. That is very true. See, there are plenty of quotes. And I'm very fond of quotes also. I keep a collection of quotes. But this quote is very true. And I would like, for our students, I would like to say that they should follow this in their life. Because knowledge, learning, or wisdom, you take it another way, will definitely help them to reach their goal. Without knowledge, you cannot wipe out ignorance. Our goal as a teacher is to help the students to wipe out ignorance, to lighten up their minds.
True.
But even we can help them till class 12. But knowledge is something that is never ending. Even in their vocational career jobs, or till they are successful in their life, something they should go on learning. They should keep this Jnanat Labte Sarna. That means with knowledge they are able to achieve everything in their life. It's not only till class 12th, it is even beyond.
Enlightening.
It is even beyond. So they should go on that. For the students, I think they should keep this motto of their school, their alma maters, when they leave it, as their logo, as their motto of life. It should not only be the motto of their school, it should be the motto of their life.
So true.
That is what I say, motto of their life. Jnanat Labte Sarna.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
So, I hope you all saw, I could say not saw, but I hope you all felt what LPS is all about, and from our very own Suchitra ma'am, who's been here, I believe, since the beginning.
34 years. 36.
36 years.
34 years.
34 years. And this entire life, and I see the transformation that she went through and all of us went through. So that's what this talk show is all about. And as the name says, we are pulling the string. So we're going to have more such people coming up on this show, and we'll share a lot more about the success story of LPS and its people, because that's what LPS is.
We are part of LPS, associated. Yeah. Success story of LPS is success story of its people.
Exactly. So thank you so much, ma'am, for being here.
Thank you so much for giving me this platform where I could at least open my heart. Today I've opened my heart, and I've gone back to those old lanes, nostalgic. I've become nostalgic and was able to again relive those memories.
I'm sure.
And as I was talking to you, the faces of all my old students, the teachers, the present students, was all flashing through my mind. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So see you in the next episode. This was Pulling the String from Lucknow Public Schools and Colleges. See you soon.